In the intricate web of family dynamics, Ryan Paevey's early life was steeped in adversity. The turmoil of his parents' divorce cast a long shadow over his formative years, filling them with tension and lingering emotions. As he maneuvered through the challenges of a divided family, Ryan cultivated a distinct understanding of his parents' strife. He came to see their fierce disagreements as reflections of a profound love that had once united them. This perception, which he confided in Paul Green, suggested a complex and poignant reality hidden beneath their conflicts. As Ryan matured, despite the emotional turbulence, his family found a way to establish a balanced custody arrangement. This setup allowed him precious moments of connection with each parent separately, fostering individual relationships that were crucial during his formative years. Growing up, Ryan's life oscillated between his parents' homes, which were geographically apart in California. This physical and emotional journey between two worlds shaped much of his adolescent experiences. In these formative years, Ryan learned to adapt and find his own identity amidst the shifting dynamics of his family life. As he stepped into adulthood and into the public eye, Ryan faced a new set of challenges. His rising fame brought not only opportunities, but also a public scrutiny that was often overwhelming. The personal trials that accompanied his career were manifold, reflecting the complex interplay between his public persona and private struggles. These challenges were not just remnants of his past, but also included new, personal battles that tested his resilience and growth. Through all these trials, Ryan Paevey demonstrated remarkable strength and adaptability. His journey from a broken home to a life in the spotlight is a testament to his ability to overcome adversity and transform personal pain into a narrative of survival and perseverance. In the summer of 2024, Ryan Paevey shared a heart-wrenching update with his fans. He was stepping away from the spotlight. The reason was deeply personal. His beloved mother had been diagnosed with lung cancer. Paevey's decision was shaped by a profound need to support her during this challenging time. He left the bustling life of Los Angeles to be by her side, prioritizing family over fame. Paevey's connection with his mother had always been a central theme in his life. He often shared nostalgic photographs on Instagram, capturing the warm moments of his childhood. Each post reflected his deep affection and gratitude towards her. On Mother's Day in 2016, he publicly thanked her for her unwavering support and love, acknowledging how she always managed to lift his spirits and encourage him amidst his own misadventures. Their bond was evident during a notable public appearance together at the Daytime Emmy Awards in 2017. Although he wasn't nominated, they walked the red carpet with evident pride, a dream his mother had long envisioned for him. This event was a celebration of his career, a moment of maternal pride that highlighted their close relationship. Amid his personal life, Paevey also faced significant physical challenges. In July 2015, he suffered a severe motorcycle accident, which he courageously shared with his followers on Instagram. The incident left him with a shattered wrist and a long road to recovery. Despite the physical pain, he posted X-rays and updates, sharing his ordeal openly. His resilience shone through as he managed to align his wrist himself while waiting for emergency help in a remote location. His determination was clear. He was prepared to overcome this obstacle, much like he faced others in his life. Paevey's career was temporarily threatened by his injuries, forcing him to miss a potential role with Hallmark. Yet, his spirit remained undeterred. He continued to show up for work on General Hospital and eventually found opportunities to return to Hallmark. His resolve to adapt and persevere was evident as he declared his willingness to work around any limitations. Throughout his career, Paevey also struggled with mental health issues, which he openly discussed in interviews. He admitted to battling self-loathing and feeling inadequate on camera. His coping mechanism was intense workouts, which provided him not just physical strength, but mental relief. However, the physical demands occasionally led to injuries, prompting him to adjust his fitness regime. Despite his success, Paevey grappled with imposter syndrome due to his lack of formal acting training, feeling out of place in the competitive industry. This feeling of inadequacy was compounded by the challenges of the acting world, which he described as full of rejection and insincerity. Eventually, these pressures led him to reevaluate his career path. In a revealing discussion, Paevey expressed his desire to shift his focus away from acting to concentrate on his personal business. Fortunate Wanderer. Crafting jewelry had become not only a creative outlet, but a therapeutic activity that helped him combat his mental struggles. He found solace in productivity and the sense of purpose it brought him, especially when combined with his love for nature. In June 2024, Brian Paevey took a significant step back from the public eye, choosing to deactivate his Facebook and X accounts amidst his break from acting. However, he maintained an active presence on Instagram, where he continued to engage with his followers. Paevey's decision to limit his social media footprint was driven by ongoing frustrations with impersonators who used his identity to deceive his fans. He expressed his exasperation on Instagram, lamenting the relentless nature of these scams and the difficulty in proving his authenticity to his audience. This issue was not new to Paevey. In the past, he had taken measures to educate his fans about the risks of online scams involving fake celebrities. In 2021, he released a YouTube public service announcement, urging his followers to be vigilant and not to engage with or send money to anyone posing as celebrities in private messages. Despite these efforts, the problem persisted, and in 2023, Paevey found himself in a heated online exchange with a fraudulent account on X, trading insults in a public spat that underscored the severity of the issue. The problem of fake accounts and online impersonators had been a recurring challenge for Paevey, stretching back to his early days before his breakthrough role on General Hospital. Even then, a false account had been created in his name, misleading fans and creating confusion. Over the years, these impersonations had taken a toll on him, not only through the direct interaction with these fake accounts, but also through the toxic online environment they fostered. The impact of this toxicity was profound. Hurtful comments and the continual misrepresentation of his persona online led Paevey to a drastic decision: to retire from acting in soap operas entirely. He found the online discourse, particularly on platforms like soap Twitter, to be one of the most hostile environments he had ever encountered. This sentiment was expressed in a tweet, now deleted, where he shared his disillusionment and distress over the caustic nature of interactions he faced. Paevey's ongoing battle with identity theft and online harassment highlighted a broader issue many public figures face: the struggle to maintain control over their public image and personal privacy in the digital age. His experiences reveal the darker side of fame, where the connectivity that comes with social media can also serve as a double-edged sword, bringing unwelcome scrutiny and deception. From Hollywood to home, Ryan Paevey has decided to take a break from the scripted world and reevaluate his life. He expressed that the last 8 months in the film industry have soured his experience, leaving him disillusioned by the pretense and broken promises pervasive in the entertainment world. This revelation came after fans probed about his future projects, to which he responded that he might not take any acting gigs in 2024 unless they involved collaborations with friends. Paevey's frustration stems from a series of disappointing experiences and relationships in the industry, which he described as filled with superficial connections and deceit. Despite the setbacks, he finds solace in his simpler life outside of acting, where he spends time surfing, working in his shop, and helping his brother. He remains optimistic about his financial stability, without acting and jokes about the possibility of taking on a film if the conditions and people involved align with his values. In a series of reflective social media posts, Paevey has openly discussed the harsh realities of the acting business, a whirlwind of rejection and deceit, overshadowing the occasional highlights of his career. He values peace over the monetary gains from acting, suggesting a significant shift in his priorities and possibly his career trajectory. Before his acting career took off with a role on General Hospital, Paevey started as a model, working alongside stars like Katy Perry and appearing in music videos for artists such as Robin Thicke and Christina Aguilera. His good looks and charm quickly caught the attention of casting directors, leading to his significant break in acting in 2013. Despite his success and heartthrob status on General Hospital, which included many memorable shirtless scenes, Paevey has maintained a private personal life. He has humorously commented on his relationship status in interviews, noting that while he is not currently involved with anyone, he is open to the possibility, provided the person is intelligent and has a good sense of humor. His reflections on love have evolved over time. He once dismissed the idea of love at first sight as a cliché, only to later acknowledge its profound impact when he experienced it firsthand. This change in perspective mirrors his broader transformation and growing disillusionment with the acting industry. Paevey's involvement with Hallmark films has been significant, with roles in 16 movies. These films have showcased his versatility as an actor, yet his recent comments reveal a deep-seated frustration with the industry. One of his latest films, I'm Not Walking Away, co-starring Pascal Hutton, highlights this sentiment. The movie, centered around a love story intertwined with the challenges of professional and personal rebirth, ironically parallels Paevey's current life situation, contemplating a return to past passions while navigating new realities. From Mr. Darcy to dog shows, Ryan Paevey's recent Hallmark movie, Under the Christmas Sky 2023, unfolds a charming tale set against the backdrop of space exploration. In this enchanting narrative, Jessica Parker Kennedy stars as Kat, a dedicated scientist at the National Space Program, NSP, in Kansas City, who faces a career setback due to an eye injury that leaves her with a blind spot, halting her dreams of space travel. Despite this, her Christmas isn't destined to be gloomy. The local planetarium seeks her expertise for a new exhibit on the Sun, just in time for the holiday season. The planetarium's new director refers to her as a local superstar astronaut, an accolade that brings an unexpected opportunity to shine in her community despite her grounded career. Kat's unexpected shift from space missions to a planetarium exhibit intertwines her path with David, the planetarium's resident exhibit curator, played by Ryan Paevey. Although initially reluctant to accept help, the plot, woven with Hallmark charm, naturally steers David towards not only embracing Kat's assistance, but also exploring a deeper connection with her. As they collaborate on the exhibit, their professional relationship blossoms into a heartfelt romance, showcasing the power of unexpected partnerships during the festive season. Another captivating movie in Paevey's repertoire is Unleashing Mr. Darcy, his Hallmark debut, which catapulted him into the limelight. In this film, Paevey plays Donovan Darcy, a wealthy business mogul who doubles as a judge at a prestigious New York dog show. The film introduces Elizabeth Scott, portrayed by Cindy Busby, and her beloved dog, who find themselves competing in the dog show. The movie spins a classic tale of romance sparked at the dog show, blossoming into a relationship filled with affection, misunderstandings, and a picturesque backdrop of New York City. The film, rich in canine appeal and romantic twists, not only showcases Paevey's charm, but also captures the essence of unexpected love. Matching Hearts, a 2020 Hallmark release, features Julia Palmer, a talented matchmaker played by Taylor Cole, tasked with finding a partner for the successful but solitary Daniel O'Connor, portrayed by Paevey. As Julia attempts to navigate her professional role, her personal feelings become intertwined, leading to a delightful exploration of romantic possibilities. The film is a heartwarming narrative of how professional engagements can evolve into personal connections, highlighting Paevey's versatility in roles that oscillate between business acumen and romantic involvement. Lastly, Don't Go Breaking My Heart, a 2021 production, presents Paevey as Ben Mears, a journalist who goes undercover in a camp designed for healing broken hearts. This unique setting provides a blend of therapeutic and romantic developments as Ben discovers more about himself and others than he anticipates. The film delves into themes of vulnerability, healing, and the unexpected journeys of the heart, enriched by Paevey's performance that perfectly balances emotional depth with charming resilience. Throughout his career, Ryan Paevey has navigated a variety of roles that blend his physical appeal with a knack for capturing the nuanced dynamics of relationships, be it through accidental encounters or orchestrated meetings. Each role, from an aspiring astronaut's helper to a high-rolling business mogul, showcases his ability to adapt and resonate with diverse characters, bringing unique stories to life. His journey in the world of Hallmark movies is a testament to his talent and his ability to connect with viewers through stories of love, challenge, and triumph. Elizabeth Scott, a grounded history teacher, and Donovan Darcy, a reserved New York businessman, discovered their love under unusual circumstances, unexpectedly connecting during a dog show competition in Washington, D.C. 6 months after this initial clash of characters and cultures, the couple finds themselves deep in wedding preparations, navigating their differences and planning a future together. Elizabeth, always practical and rooted in her convictions, had envisioned a small, autumnal wedding surrounded by close family and friends in a natural setting. However, Donovan's influence in New York's high society transforms her initial plans into an opulent celebration at the historic Grace Church in Manhattan, managed by Aunt Violet, an elitist figure who initially despised Elizabeth but now seeks redemption by helping plan the event. As Elizabeth, her mother, and her sister dive into the details of an event that grows in magnitude and expectations, tensions begin to surface. Elizabeth feels the pressure of becoming Mrs. Darcy, a public figure in Donovan's circle, fearing she might lose her identity in the process. Meanwhile, Donovan, consumed by his business obligations, becomes increasingly distant, leaving Elizabeth to cope with the wedding preparations and prenuptial anxiety on her own. The situation further complicates when Donovan, intending to surprise Elizabeth, secretly organizes a honeymoon that will take them on a world tour, a well-meant plan that paradoxically only adds more distance between them. The lack of communication exacerbates Elizabeth's doubts about their compatibility and the future of their marriage. She finds herself caught between the love she has for Donovan and the fear of being subsumed by his world, wondering if they are truly meant to be together. In an attempt to reconnect and ensure they are both making the right decision, Elizabeth seeks out deep conversations with Donovan, confronting their fears and vulnerabilities. This leads to moments of introspection for both, where Donovan begins to recognize the impact of his absence and the importance of his presence in Elizabeth's life, beyond the luxuries and surprises he can offer. As the wedding date approaches, both families attempt to bridge gaps, with Aunt Violet and other members of New York's high society making a genuine effort to welcome Elizabeth into her new role. Through these interactions, Elizabeth finds unexpected allies and discovers that her influence can extend positively beyond her family and professional environment. Eventually, the couple faces the prenuptial chaos together, redefining their relationship on terms that respect both their individual ambitions and their shared commitment. The story culminates in a delicate balance between love and independence, with Elizabeth and Donovan learning to navigate their intertwined worlds without losing sight of who they are and what they truly value. Thus, the story of Elizabeth and Donovan becomes an exploration of how love, understanding, and communication can overcome social and personal barriers, proposing a marriage that is not just a union of two people, but also a merging of two distinct worlds. This narrative not only celebrates their union, but also unfolds a vibrant testament to the transformative power of love and acceptance in New York's high society. Ryan Paevey shared insights on how he approached his role as Donovan Darcy differently in the latest film compared to the first. He aimed to soften Donovan's character, making him more approachable and less rigid than before. Ryan likened his initial portrayal of Donovan to Bruce Wayne, noting that the character was quite serious and reserved initially, but evolved to show more relaxed traits in the sequel, thanks to the script's direction. Ryan also expressed his enjoyment of the collaborative atmosphere on set, particularly highlighting his experience working with Steven for the first time. He found Steven to be incredible to work with, and the two formed a quick friendship. Ryan emphasized that sometimes you connect with someone new and immediately know the working relationship will be positive. He reflected on how these interactions and the supportive environment made his role enjoyable and brought a lively and engaging dynamic to his performance. Playing Donovan was a rewarding experience for him, filled with both fun and challenges that allowed him to explore different facets of his character in depth. Moreover, Ryan appreciated the opportunity the sequel provided to delve deeper into Donovan's personality, showing sides of him that weren't as prominent in the first film. This development was a crucial part of why he found the role satisfying the second time around. It wasn't just about reprising a role. It was about bringing new layers to a character that had already become beloved by the audience.